Now for equities, I asked you guys which shares I should buy, and a lot of you guys gave me suggestions. People said PurpleGroup MTN Dischem, Shoprite Checkers, and then obviously on the US side, people said Microsoft, PayPal, Apple, Amazon. So I am just going to go and buy, because the person who recommended gave me a really long reason about why I should pick. This was Relebo Hile, so shout out to you. So like I always say, guys, it's important to know what you're investing and why. So with the others, yes, I've invested in some of them, but others I don't really understand. Like you see PurpleGroup, I'm not really sure what they do, so it's not easy for me to just go and invest in them.
My name is Nobuhle Kumalo and I'm a personal finance creator. Some of the videos I've made include how to buy shares, top 10 affordable cars, how to file your taxes, side hustles, interviews, you name it, I've done it. Note, these videos do not constitute financial advice. My aim is to plant the idea, it's up to you to water it.
So to buy your share, you'll go to invest there at the bottom as we are. Then you click on where you want to invest. And then you can see all the offerings. We have equities, ETFs, ETNs, then there's crypto, then there's unit trusts, bonds, bundles, baskets, etc. So easy equities can get very overwhelming. What I want to say is, as a beginner investor, just focus on the equities and ETFs portion, and then once you're comfortable with that, then you can move across to the others. However, if you're feeling brave and you feel like you'll roll with the punches, that's okay. Go ahead, do your thing, and then let us know how it goes. We'd be keen to hear. Equities, this is when you're buying actual individual shares. So if you want a specific company, MTN, Vodacom, Cell C, this is where you click. And then ETFs, like I showed you in the previous video, if you want to buy a basket of shares because you're not really sure which ones you want to pick, this is where you come. When it comes to buying shares, you have a choice. You can either buy a specific company or you can buy a basket of shares. Top investors do encourage beginner investors to look into ETFs because they usually say this is a safer investment because it is unlikely that all 500 or all 40 companies perform badly. As you can see, we see the Satrix 40 ETF. That's the most popular one. Then there's all these other Satrix Capped All Share, Capped Indi, Capped Divi, Capped Fidney. There are so many. Nasdaq, Property. Then the 10 times income. So not all of them are from Satrix. Some are from Invest Global Government, S&P Info, Global. There's a lot. Okay, I'm going to do the Satrix top 40 that I discussed in the previous video. Let's just have a look at that. Ooh, red. Okay, it's red. Why? Because it closed at 66, but it opened at 66.54, closed at 66.10. This is 1 month, then 3 months, 6 months. Oh, it's also red. And then you can also read up about it. So about Satrix 40, it's an exchange traded fund registered in South Africa. It's aimed to mirror the performance of ALSI 40 index, blah, blah, blah. Minimum disclosure document, so you can click on that. Here you can see the category that it's in. You can also see their top 10 holdings. Naspers has about 10.93. Anglo American has 10.31. Capitec has 3.18. MTN Group 3.24. This is their annualized performance. So you can have a read over this, just to enrich yourself, just so you can understand. Maybe this might actually help you. Here at the bottom, we have a sector allocation. You can see that most of their funds are sitting in financials. Then the next is basic materials, and the lowest is healthcare. No, actually the lowest is cash and money market assets. All right. Okay, cool. I'm going to go back to Easy Equities. Effective annual costs take you to the Satrix website. So you can do all this research just so that you can actually feel better, because this is your hard-earned money and you don't really want to throw it into something you're not really sure about. But just to show you how you actually buy something, I'm going to buy it with you guys. I've clicked on Satrix. This is the ETF. Scroll all the way to the bottom. I am recording after hours, so the market is closed. That's why it says buy at open and not instantly buy. However, because I've got 18 Rand available funds, let's say I'm going to make an investment of 10 Rand. and this is 0.149 shares because a one share costs 67 rand. Because one share costs 67 rand, I can only buy 0.149 by investing 10 rand. Then they show the investment costs and the number of shares I'm getting. I don't want to donate. And then yeah, buy at open. They're gonna take 10 rand and 3 cents from me. Cool. And then congratulations, you've made a buy order. Because the markets are closed, you're not going to see this in your investments yet. However, as soon as it's 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, this will actually show up. So yeah, if you are buying it between 9 and 5 p.m, you should be fine. Your thing will actually be active immediately.
If you've just joined us, make sure you check out our playlist, which is the investing series. Over this series, I cover the basics of investing, where I explain the different types of investing and I show you different platforms, and you get to choose the one that you like the best. There's still lots more to come, so if shares isn't your thing, maybe crypto will be, or maybe property. So make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any uploads from this channel. Thank you guys, let's get into it.
Now for equities, I asked you guys which shares I should buy, and a lot of you guys gave me suggestions. People said PurpleGroup MTN Dischem, Shoprite Checkers, and then obviously on the US side, people said Microsoft, PayPal, Apple, Amazon. So I am just going to go and buy MTN. So I'm going to choose MTN because the person who recommended MTN gave me a really long reason about why I should pick MTN, and this was Relebohile. So shout out to you. So like I always say, guys, it's important to know what you're investing and why. So with the others, yes, I've invested in some of them, but others I don't really understand. Like you see PurpleGroup, I'm not really sure what they do, so it's not easy for me to just go and invest in them. I know they had a really great performance in prior years, but then they also dropped quite significantly, so I'm not really sure what they do, so I'm not really keen yet. I know they are affiliated with Easy Equities though, so yeah. Anyways, let's go and find MTN. Just gonna type MTN under equities. There we go, MTN Group Limited. And look, they're already on my watch list. Okay, look at the graph, it's red, closed at 83.83, open at 86. Okay, let's look at 3 months. Yo, there's been a real drop. Phew. 1 year is also looking a bit, you know, depressing. This is good for me obviously because I'm trying to buy. A low price is good because I'm trying to buy at a low price, but I know people who have been holding this are probably very annoyed. Let's look at Max. Oi. The entire graph is red. Max. This is because as of today, they are at 84 rand 36. However, in 2014, 6th of May when they opened, they were 221. Okay, and I just want to check what Relebohile said. I'd like to see a graph analysis of MTN Group, just a couple of reasons. In a bid to reach net zero emissions, MTN has added 9,000 solar panels to their farm, and they're working at becoming an independent power producer. Okay. MasterCard is said to invest in MTN FinTech. Okay. 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 Now, before I click buy, before I put my money in, see, ETFs is easy. I just see it, I click, I put it in. I don't want to think too much. But because this is an individual share, I need to do more research. So what do I want to do? I've looked at the graph. I've done that with you guys. 2, how do they make money? MTN. We all know about MTN everywhere you go. So I'm happy with that. 3, let's go look in the news. What's happening? Gonna search MTN share price, and then I'm actually gonna go to the news portion. MTN expects up to 90% profit plunge. Hey, I want to read that. Why? Due to Naira decline. Okay, MTN is very big in Nigeria, we know this, and as much as it's a South African company that we're buying in, it obviously is a multinational company, so it will be impacted. MTN Group, Africa's biggest wireless, due to 2 devaluations of Nigeria's currency. How MoneyWeb, you're not even letting us read. Okay, I'm gonna find it somewhere else. Okay, what is MTN's group share price doing? Okay, all right, falling to 83. Some share price movements can give investors a better opportunity to enter into the stock, which is what we're trying to do, and potentially buy at a lower price. A good question to answer is whether MTN's group is reflective of the actual value, or if it's currently undervalued. Okay, what is MTN Group worth? Good news, investor. MTN Group is still a bargain right now according to our price multiple model, which compares the company's price to earnings ratio to the industry average. Okay, I understand this because I did accounting, but I don't think it's very accommodating for people who might not know all of this. What kind of growth will MTN generate? Okay. Are you a potential investor? If you've been keeping an eye on MTN, we recommend you dig deeper into the stock. Given its current price multiple, it's a great time to make a decision, but keep in mind the risks that come with the negative growth. Okay. Not really saying much. But you know what? Someone else will say, let's go look at the financials. So you can write MTN financial statements. No, not FY 2022. I apply 2023. Oh, we won't have 2023 because they're still auditing. Not me forgetting, as if I was not an auditor. Yo, I almost said what's happening. Okay, so their financials for 2023 are not out yet, so the latest are 2022, and I don't think that's gonna help me much. But I am still going to buy MTN because I think I believe in their philosophy. Also, the stuff about the zero what energy that Olebohile said, I like that a lot. Also, I just think MTN is not going anywhere anytime soon. Okay, so I am going to give them my last 8 rand 40. Let's see if they take it. Pillar, I've got 8 rand 65. Yeah, my total price will be 8 rand 45. So I am clicking buy. Are we happy? Are we buying? 3, 2, 1, buy. And there we go. All right, we have placed our order, and that's how you buy a share. Cool. For those who want us to buy an American share, same process. Just go to invest, go to Easy Equities USD. You'll find your ETF there. Let's look. I want the S&P 500, right? So I'm going to search S&P. And the thing is, you'll find a lot of S&P 500s, okay? And you just kind of have to choose the one you want. I want the Vanguard. There we go. I'm going to use Vanguard. I already have it up on my watch list to show you guys that I have been watching it. Right, let's look. The graph is looking green. Ooh, not really a great time to enter. As you guys can see, I can actually buy now on this because as much as the South African markets are closed, in America it's actually open. Hence, I can buy now. Okay. 1 month, positive. Bad time to enter. But 3 months was also positive. You see this beautiful growth, 10% over the 3 months. 6 months, 17% growth. 1 year, 30% growth. Max, 109% growth. Basically, all of these graphs are green, and if you're going to try and wait for it to get red, and you might actually never invest. So I'm not even going to think about it too much. I know about the S&P 500. It is 500 companies. What's the worst that can happen? Not all of them are gonna go down. I've only got $0.49, so let me see if I can put in 20 cents in there. Buy now. Congratulations, you've expanded your portfolio. Right, now let's go back. USD, back to equities. I want to buy. You guys said Microsoft, PayPal, Amazon, Apple. Let me do Amazon. You know I'm going to do Amazon because Amazon's about to launch in South Africa. That's my research, okay? So I'm not going to go to the internet. That's my research. They're going to launch in South Africa, and I feel like they're going to take a lot on a ride, okay? I'm even signed up to be a seller. So this is like me supporting myself, okay? Right, they're already on my list. Graph is green. Might not be a great time to enter. 3 months graph, also green. 6 months, also green. 1 year, also green. Max IBO. Okay, you know what? There's my email coming in saying I've made a share. I've purchased a share rather. Alright, cool. I'm gonna buy. Let's see. I'm gonna try buy 0.2. Let's make it 0.21 so I can finish all this money. I don't want to have money sitting in my funds because that money is not growing. There's no interest. There's nothing. See, you have insufficient funds to purchase this equity at the moment. This is horrible. There we go. 3, 2, 1. we now own a portion of Amazon. Congratulations. So also another thing I want to mention, if you guys do have funds in one account and you want to transfer to the other, so as you guys can see, I've literally used all of my ZAR, but I've also used all my USD. And Easy Properties, like I told you guys, is not really doing anything for me, so I want to transfer this money out. You can go to my funds, click on transfer, and then move money out of the Easy Properties. And I want to move it to my Easy Equities ZAR. And then from the ZAR, I'll be able to move it to my USD. Hey, I didn't know it was such a long process. I didn't know I couldn't move from property straight to USD. I usually just do ZAR to USD. Okay, but there's nothing for me to change here. But this is just so you guys can see if you've uploaded money on your ZAR account and you want to invest in the USD, you just need to go to transfer. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed that video. If you have, please tip me with a like. And if you have any comments for me, whether it's things you liked about this video or things you didn't necessarily like, let me know in the comments. You can use the hashtags #InvestingSeries and #AskMissK, just so I can track the conversation well and others can do so as well. All right, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.